Oh hell no! I don't want to listen to nobody fucking sing right now. Fuck no, dude. Lo-fi. There was a good playlist that I used to see on here. Dun dun dun. Okay. Why does it sound like the Gorillas? I think it is the Gorillas. So I need to. So these are actually a little. I guess like it's. We can do it that way. That's fine. Return. Let's clear this up a little bit. Yeah. Same thing, but I feel like it'd be nice to just have a uniform. That's fine. Keep the return like that. What's the other one? Student. There you go. So technically, so we want to go to the this is a house moving castle, dude. This is true. This is gonna be false, which is about 0. And so that means inside of where are we calling this again? I forgot where I caught this. Check if student exists, so it's add student. Sorry. Check if student exists, so it should be if false and if true. Let's check the functionality of this. What does it make? And slash hall pass hero. Shucks. I was supposed to manually set it. Damn it. 3. Okay, good. So now if we do anything else, perfect. So that works. Let's go ahead and cancel. Good. Alright. So that fixes that. Cleans that up a little bit. Technically this... Wait. Oh, that's coming from Quasar. Oh. Okay. What else here? Go back. So we're checking for duplicates. So next would be... There is a problem where we want to view and then do one. It shows them all, but it... Wait, wasn't I having some type of UI problem? Like, there was some type of... Created rosters, main... Oh, let me see actually. There's different places that you can go. So if you do create a new roster and then view, there it is. So if you go from create a roster and then do view, it's wrong. But the one from manage roster is different. So let's take a look at that. So this one's apparently correct, whereas this one's incorrect. View roster. Table exists equal to true, showing blah, 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 clear, blah, blah. Show tables. It's this stuff. It's the same exact thing. We could have just made this its own thing, to be honest. It's the same fucking thing. I actually might do that. Because it's the same thing all the way down. Repeating code. Literally the same thing. It'd probably be best just to put this in a function. Where would we put it at though? Where would we put it at? Library. MLK is true, false, and see all in caps. God. So technically no, I just have to include the what is it? It's like include. Also, welcome to the stream, dog. How you doing? It's what is it? bool.h now, and you could just do you know, lowercase true and false. But I don't do that right now because I started this project without doing that. And right now I just set the true value, you know, int true is equal to 1 and so on. That's how I did it. So I have to change it eventually, but I'll worry about it later. Also, how's the volume? Is my is my volume good compared to the music and all that? I guess we could put in utils, or we could just. Okay, cool, good. We're doing this twice. Anything you need to do repetitive like this, just make it its own function. But they're two different files, so maybe we just put in utils. And let's just do that, man. What is this? I don't even remember what this one's for. It could be how you been. Hope everything's hope you're enjoying the holidays if you celebrate. Wait, is ChatGPT listening, or not ChatGPT? Is open? What is this called? Copilot listening to me right now? How did it know that that's what I want to do? It's not gonna take anything in, right? Everything been good, thanks, mate. How are you? Gaining weight, eating way too much. Been off last week. So tempted to quit. And are you being serious about being tempted to quit, or you just saying that you've been relaxed so long that you're kind of like you don't want to go back? I'm glad to hear that your things are going well. That's good. Things are going alright here too, for the most part. I'm doing pretty good. let's see here. So everything within here we're gonna go ahead and cut, and we are, so the same thing's over here. What is this? New roster menu is running. Int. Second one, but yeah, I feel that. I've been somewhat feeling like that recently myself, but more along the lines of finding something new in software. I think I've been trying to branch out more, studying a little bit more about different jobs within software, and I don't know. Oh shit! Spilled some wine. Just a little bit though. All right. So let's just make sure we got it all puts, and we're gonna create our new variables here. Go ahead, cut that. Put it inside this function. Then we have to create let's call this showing rosters. Han So High, what's up? Oh, thank you for the follow from Mo Ali stream. I appreciate it. You know any good books on C? The C programming language book. If you, I can show it. 1 second. Oh. I think my mic cut off for a second. All right. I don't know if you can. All right. This one right here. The transition. I'm trying to transition to Rust at some point. Yeah, I want to learn Rust a little bit too. In fact, helping Mo in his project on GRust is gonna be how I learn a little bit about Rust. I want to finish this project that I'm currently working on first, or at least get it to like where it's a pretty stable point, and then I think I'll start working on that. I think the best bet would probably be going from C++ to Rust. From what just the way it looks, I think is a little bit, I don't know, syntactically maybe a little bit more similar, but I could be way wrong. I'm very new to C, and I've only, the most C++ I've ever written is all in this file. So could quit this job, relax and chill, then get a job doing something new, more interesting. I understand that. Yeah, honestly, if it's your mental health, and you know, that's the most important thing, mental health, and just getting rid of stress and all that. I don't blame you. What's going on here? Buffer is undefined. Sharp buffer 50. Showing rosters. Alrighty. What is wrong? It's saying it's expecting a semicolon, but from where? Oh, closing. There we go. Okay, so we have our function now called show all rosters that we will call inside of here. Show all rosters. Not mental health, more just bored. I feel like a dung beetle just pushing BS around the room all day. do this, don't do it, and we'll do it poorly, no real difference at the end of the day. Damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like that, I don't blame you. That's kind of how I felt towards the end of my time in the Navy. I was like, it's time for a change. Um, wait a minute. Wait, what happened? Table exists. Where did table exist come from? Oh, what did I do? Oh, I wasn't supposed to take some of this. Yeah. MKB's a fucking wizard, man. I definitely hear you, MKB. I hear you. What did I take that was not supposed to? Let's go back a little bit here. I was only supposed to take what was in the if statement, I believe. Yeah. Okay. That's my fault. FinTech? Oh, financial tech? That's pretty cool. So hi, I mean, if you want, you can check out, I have a Discord server for other developers. MKB's in there. We'll occasionally talk. It's not like a streamer's Discord. Feel free to join if you want. Feel free not to. I don't give a fuck. It's up to you. Spring. Alright, so we need to go ahead and bring this back because we kind of didn't think about this. Takes in if table exists. Table exists. Could pass it something. We could pass. Function. Probably not though. Shit. It's getting pretty warm in my apartment. I'm gonna turn the heat off. That and the alcohol is getting to me a little bit. I guess we could do something like Is Spring the same as Spring Boot, Han Sohai? We can't do it up there because we'd have to do it. Spring Boot is Spring with configuration already set up. Okay, thank you. I've always been confused by that. Might have a chat with work and see. Now you sound really bored. You've been going in, MKB. You sound really fucking bored. I don't blame you. Alright, so this problem that I was thinking about fixing, I'm not even going to worry about this right now, honestly. It's kind of like fuck it right now, honestly. It's that one's it's minor. I can worry about that later. I'll just remove it from the utils. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Super minor. But we did fix the one issue. So clear. Isn't this from Star Wars? The canteen theme or something? Automatically generate one. Okay. Ooh, 69. Hell yeah, dog. Okay. Main. View rosters. Alright, so now if we go back to create a roster and then we click view, we should only get one. And there it is. Good. So that fixed that problem. I'm thinking that I kind of want to add like a... Oh, you guys are... I'm assuming you guys are talking to yourselves here. Code base like 90%. Core Java and Scala libraries. I've heard of Scala. No, you don't. Hey, you're fine, dude. You gotta stop me. You gotta apologize. Feel free to vent. It's all good. Let it out. Shit. You're good. I was just curious what you were saying. Yeah, probably not. I mean, Happy New Year. I mean, I'm sorry. New Year's would be what, Sunday night? Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, dude. Okay, so we fixed that issue, so that's good. I was thinking about having it to where it shows a continuous status for like a roster. If there's, I don't know, like maybe like a green character or two will appear if it's not empty or if it's empty or I don't know. No clue. Okay, that fixed that. What else? I'm doing good though. Nice long break of no side project stuff, just kind of work stuff, and that again, I'm kind of the same boat. Bored, not having the best time with that, but what are you gonna do? Can't complain too much. Tried NeoVim. That humbled me really quick. Oh, fuck. Closed the wrong goddamn tab. Shit. Bear with me. Now it's about to be lagging really bad. Oh no. This is what I get for fucking closing it. Well, this is my friend Jippy. I like this dude makes really good beats. Fuck, how do you do this without showing every fucking thing? Settings. Pop out chat. There you go. Alright. Hopefully the stream. So, alright, yeah, so anyway, I tried NeoVim, and it humbled me very quickly. Like incredibly quickly. Never got on with Vim. It strikes me as a tool that and yeah, I mean professionally, I would imagine it's a huge hit to your productivity, but as a for doing side projects, it just like threw me all off. I didn't want to learn Vim and try to solve this project at the same time, so I just quit for both of them, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I think it's cool, and I could see the benefit of it, the many benefits of it, but man, um, I don't even remember like this the motions and stuff. I tried to make as many of the motions as similar as I could to VS Code, but it turns out some of them were already just better than that. But even then, I don't remember them. So I tried. It was a hell of a try, but I'll have to come back to it again 2024. um, Control D. What is it? It's like colon Q. Yeah. Yep. So the next thing I want to try to look into working on for this is search for the students. So right now, if I remember from a few weeks ago, it doesn't look like it should be showing. Yeah, a lot of people are. I mean, from my experience, I've heard of people that are like that. Um, I know they're out there. If you don't use NeoVim or Vim or fucking Emacs or some shit, like whatever your text editor is determines what kind of programmer you are, or whatever OS you use determines what kind of programmer you are. And some people are like that, others are not. They don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck either. Right? Use a tool that you're comfortable with, what language you like, as long as it gets the job that you want done. Who cares? Um, and you like it. All of its tools. Emacs. Got on with it more than Vim. Yeah, I mean, I like using Linux, but I also see Mac being like super useful. It's just like I'll be damned if I pay thousands of fucking dollars for that shit. What was I doing? I think I liked. I mean, I used PyCharm and I think CY. No, I feel like I use one more of their IDEs. They do make good ones, but why can't they just make one great one? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. GNU. Let's see. Make and zero. Okay, so what was I doing? I was doing the search. So maybe I didn't set up. I thought I set up the search. Oh no, you can list all the students in the database. So there you go. So list everything that I've added thus far. Now, this is fine, but in the event that a class or a school or whatever has a fucking 1,000 students, they're gonna want to search instead of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And plus, these are in no alphabetical order. I could probably find a way to sort them. I've heard about IntelliJ. I've heard also about C-Line. I thought I tried one more. I guess not. I never heard of RubyMine. Technically, PyCharm was my first IDE or text editor or whatever. I guess IDE would be a better term for that one. But yeah, so currently they're given to you in the order in which they are added to the database. So I think I want to make some issues for this. I want to make an issue that, let's just write it. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm logged in on GitHub. I am not. It isn't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, let's make some issues here. What did I say? Don't get locked out of your account. Issues, new issue. So add ability to sort student table. Add the ability to sort student table data by first name, last name, or ID. Okay. Hopefully the stream's not lagging. I know this little laptop is not the best for doing all of this, like streaming and coding and other stuff, so it might lag. I hope it doesn't, but it might. What happened? Oh, MKB, I'm also okay. Cool, thank you. I'm working on a blog, my first tech blog, because why not? it's will the order by will it or Wait, question is, will the order by end of the SQL be? No. Wait. Okay, question is, will the order by at end of the SQL be longer or shorter than a ticket or issue? Wait. I think I understand. I.e., this is going to take a longer to write than the Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'm just going to my picture disappeared. I was just going to do like currently only shows data in order of entry. And that's it. Boom. Easy day. Okay, so that's one thing I would like to do. The song kind of sucks. Okay. Okay, but what time is it over there? It's a little late, huh? Or early. It's like 6 in the morning over there. (4 a.m.) I woke up at 4 this morning. I'm actually very tired myself, but tech lead spent 30 minutes writing a ticket. Obviously was looking at the problem. Yeah, agile, very agile environment right there, buddy. We're agile here. We like to waste all your time in meetings and making fucking tickets. I like making tickets. I like structure and all that stuff. What's up, Fatal Candy Corn? But man, it's I feel like it's kind of not wasted time. Not completely. It can be a waste of time. All of it. It can be quite the waste of time. Okay, so that's one thing. We want to be able to sort. I'm just making a tool for like teachers and instructors. Let's see here. So it's called Hall Pass Hero. It's a little tool to little CLI tool, and you can like a teacher or an instructor or somebody with students, professor, doesn't matter, somebody who's somewhat computer savvy, I guess, can track student progression and attendance, performance, and stuff like that. So as of right now, we're able to create what's called a roster, which is essentially a classroom. We're also able to add students, basic information for students to the database as well, SQLite database. One second, let's see. I can't make this. That's my favorite part. I can't make this up. I know you're not making it up. You're going through it over there, MKB. Let's see. So I'm on kind of the next steps would be being able to search through students and really working on that portion more. So right now we can list all the students, press 1 there and list everything in the database that I have. But I'm making issues right now, some features that I would like to add. So I want to be able to update student information, which in turn will run a search functionality, or the search functionality. And a couple weeks ago, I kind of got stuck on this part because I was like, well, how am I going to search for students? So keep in mind, the user is, the use case would be like, I'm a teacher or I'm a professor. I know my student's name is John Smith, so I want to type in John Smith, um, and I want to click enter, and I want the John Smith that I'm talking about to populate. Well, your school or your class itself may have multiple John Smiths, so when you run that query, it's going to pop up multiple of them. So how do I handle the event that there's multiple people with the same name? Well, I could present all of them. If there's 20 John Smiths, it'll show all John Smiths, so you search it up. Or I can find a way that if there are duplicate or more than one in the database, to send back to like run another function that says like, hey, there's multiple John Smiths. I don't know. Do you know the ID, or do you want to see all, or something like that? So that's kind of where I got stuck last time, but now I'm a little bit more clear on it. I think I'd rather just show them all, honestly, and then from there, if there's multiple ones that appear, you have to enter the student ID, and then that'll be the specific one. I hope that makes sense. I may have just went on a fucking tangent, but whatever. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. In fact, I need to make that issue. Why is it not? Add. Let user decide. So you're saying, like, present all, like, late enter John Smith, every John Smith in that database, or in that table, database, populates. Is that we? Okay, show all. Makes sense to me. I think presenting them all is the best. Okay. Cool. So that sounds right. Okay, so kind of let's see. Add search functionality. Oh my god, ality. We'll work that later. That presents by the way, welcome to the stream, Fatal Candy Corn. I think you said it was your first time chatter. Yeah, you are. What brings you around? Are you you like programming in C? Or just programming in general? I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory for me, at least. Yeah, that's what MKB said. He hasn't touched C in a while either, I believe. To do add better description. If you want to go above and beyond. Yeah, I like watching people code too. I watch this guy on YouTube. His channel on YouTube is Code Breather. Just some guy, he's up in Canada, and he sits there at his couch and like hunched over, fucking programming this thing in Rust. And he's just I'm telling you, like, you hear his keyboard going, he's just going in. Very few breaks. Maybe you'll take a moment to think, and he's just going at it. And it kind of inspired me to get back into it because I took like 3 weeks off. If you want to go above and beyond, and this was real, I would say set up a metric to see how user sites are captured based on the data you can feature make implementation. So I'm planning on running this through like some people that I know that teach in like a coding bootcamp kind of. Sounds like an average Rust programmer, yeah, right? Yep, yeah. From what I can tell, a lot of folks do. But yeah, I'm thinking like I would like to get this in the hands of some people that teach a coding bootcamp and kind of let them run through it for me and be my guinea pigs or my testers, find bugs and stuff and what they think could be improved. And I'll probably make like 2 versions of this and then kind of be done onto them. I want to get back to my text adventure game. I haven't touched that in a while. Where is it at? since November 16th. I need to do. I forgot what I was even doing. Let's look at the site for it. Jeez. Improve quality. Fleshing out magic. So I'm going to be doing a lot more like spells and stuff in there. No, I haven't been programming long. Only I started last year. I wrote my first program. Let's look at the. Let's go back, shall we? Way back into time, back in the summer of 2022. Technically, these aren't my first programs. My first one I ever wrote was here, the Python loan calculator. My first program. From time import sleep def underscore run. I must have been following along with some type of guide or so. I definitely had to. I would have never known how to do this. I don't like Python's indentation. It throws me off. How much would you like to borrow? Oh, so this is kind of like, what is the desired interest rate? Yeah, it's been fun. I ended up getting a job in tech very luckily and thankfully, even though, as you probably missed, I'm looking into possibly, I'm shopping around. How about yourself? M is equal to L times I times L 1 plus I times N divided by, oh my god, math. I hate math. Yeah, I want to get back to my text adventure game. I was in the Navy. Navy. So anyway, so yeah, so we got that. Really? How's that? I've tried looking for I'm out here in San Antonio. It's a large Air Force presence. I actually I've tried applying, never for like a technical job, contracting wise, but that's interesting. I didn't know. I mean, my company that I work for would probably be the ones to go like get that contract. That's interesting. That they just hire straight. The DoD hire straight developers. That's cool. If I'm not, maybe that's not the case, but something along those lines. But anyway, so yeah, we want to be able to search, list them all, update the information. So when you update the information, successfully query database. So that's another thing. We want to be able to. Can we delete? Did I make that work? I don't remember working on this. Which student would you like to delete from the database? What? What? My name? The first name? I guess I didn't finish that. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that. I gotta make some issues for that. Uh oh, it froze again. Godly. This fucking thing, man. Okay. You might, for all I know, you may work at the same company as me. We just don't know it. Maybe. We don't have to talk about that here though. If you ever want, feel free to hit me up on a Discord and then shoot me a message on there, or a private message. Well, no, never mind. Don't do that here. Discord would probably be best. Yeah, the government, the way government funding works is so weird. Like, I had this talk the other day with this other veteran, and we were discussing how the military, specifically, as that's where most of my knowledge comes from, uh, as far as like contracts goes, is hires so many companies to do all the work for them, whether it's fucking infrastructure on base, and not even technical infrastructure, like literal, like civil engineering type shit, roads, all that stuff, buildings, and then the quality goes down so much because these companies get these contracts and just kind of like, where am I doing this at? These get these contracts, and so the money's guaranteed. Quality of work also goes down in some cases. I don't know. It's what's the point of talking about it? Probably none. But all right, fairness. Hence, everything has to be out to tender. Yeah, here I think it's just the lowest bidder in some cases. Most cases, probably just the lowest bidder. Well, maybe not all the time. All right, so next we're gonna do add ability to update student information. So the next thing I have to work on is the search, because all these other issues, updating information, deleting information, listing them all, is going to be reliant on that search functionality. We have to lock in a specific query to change anything. So that's the next step I have to work on, which I'll probably start doing this weekend or this upcoming week. I guess we could just do. I could have just made one ticket. For the data access layer, are you using prepare statements, or are you passing your user input directly into the query? No. So I did try that, the second part, passing the user input, but my fucking GitHub action was screaming at me to say, "Hey, dude, this you fucking idiot, this is unsafe." So I changed it to where there's statements, which I don't quite understand, to be honest. Google and fucking ChatGPT helped a lot with the database side of this so far. That's some of it's just doesn't make too much sense to me. Um, yep, exactly. It said that MKB injection attacks. I'm pretty sure since it's nothing here, I can show probably like yeah. Okay. Currently on main. I fixed it in on dev, but it's on main right now. Yeah, I didn't at first, trust me. I did not at first, but now it's been fixed since then. I just gotta merge. I'm also like the security aspect. You can kind of see. I want to hash. So I have a utility function that I was working on, I guess, a month ago. Completely forgot. Hash data. I don't know where I got this from. Had to be ChatGPT or Google or Stack Overflow. But basically, some data for the student database. As of right now, I'm working with just first name, last name, and an ID that's generated. But eventually, there will be the ability for the user to add in student emails, maybe emergency contact address information, fucking all of that. So it's going to be a lot of the ability to have a lot of uh, what's it called? Not secure information, vulnerable, sensitive information. Um, so I want to make sure like that shit's wrapped up tight as best as I can. I mean, in hopes that somebody may use this one day for something. But that's all going to come later on. I want to get the search functionality in, CRUD, and then some grades, and then that's probably going to be it for a while. Maybe I can get this done in the next week or two. Let's go back to GitHub. I trust you, MKB. You wouldn't steer me wrong. Wait, what are these? How you buffer your user input. I could think of a few overflow attacks if you're not careful. Yeah. Oh, definitely, 100%. I appreciate the input. What is this from Twitter? What is PBS? I thought this was a PBS link. Yeah, I didn't know. I never heard of SQL. This is my first time really working with a SQL database for a personal project. I've only ever used MongoDB before, or I did use MySQL, but very, very little, very little. Can't spell. Finish my wine. Goddamn. Excuse me. Candy corn. What do you? You said you're a dev. What are your primary languages that you use, at least on the job? If you don't mind me asking. It's Air Force, so maybe you can't. I mean, you could probably talk about the languages, right? I know historically, the Air Force overall is a pretty fucking secure. Better crowd operations for student data. I guess that works. Like a checklist so we can create students. Oh my god, to create students, ability to update student information. Oh man, that wine hit my stomach or whatever, my gut. I feel warm now. Ability to delete. We can read it technically, even though not fully, because we still want to be able to search through it. Is there a way to show a progress thing? I've seen yeah, I understand that. Or I understand you can't say specifics. Embedded C, huh? Candy corn, you should, are you on Discord at all? I'd like to probably chat with you a little bit more off stream. Message back and forth. Specifically about embedded C and embedded software, I guess. Super information. I feel like I've seen a way where you can kind of show some progression towards something being kind of done. Honestly, if you don't use it, I mean, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's all good. What is this? Oh, thank MKB, my hero. Twitter Bootstrap. What? Twitter Bootstrap. You can use the power of emojis to depict the intents of I guess I could do that. That honestly is fine with me. Yeah, something like this is oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Jira. Jira is probably where I've seen it built in. I don't think I have access to the Jira that I used to. Yeah. Okay, let's try this out. I love that. That's cool. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's move it over here. Thank you, MKB. I appreciate you. Let's make it so we can read student information, but technically it's not complete because we're reading all student information in bulk rather than a particular student's information. So you want to read those particulars and specify. So technically, I guess it's at 50%. That's fine, I guess. Okay. All of this is determined is based upon is determined to, what am I trying to say? Fuck. Is I know I didn't just fucking okay. Thought I lost all of that. All that work. All that work, dude. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Any other tickets to make before we finish up here? Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm working on a. Here we go. This fucking thing going slow again. I'm working on my first blog. Now, I don't care too much about blogging, but there are some things in my 1 year of experience, 1 year and 14 months of experience. No, 14, yeah, whatever, however many, a fucking over a year of experience, just over a year. There are some things that I've come across that I just hate, and it's documentation. I feel like developers can write code all fucking day for the most part, but people don't know how to document it. And people say, "Oh, the code should document itself." To that, I say, "Fuck you," because that's true. But also, you can spend a little bit of extra fucking time if possible. I understand people who work in the industry don't necessarily have time between fucking stand up and this meeting and that meeting and sync up with this person, pair coding this and code review with this person and fucking, deployments and pager duty and all that shit. Exactly. It depends on who your code's for. Now, I feel as though open source fucking projects and projects that people know are going to be popular. For example, I don't know. Let's see if I can fucking think of an example of just, I think, to me, bad or subpar documentation for somebody who thinks like me. I even touch on in my article. It's pretty long. Apparently, it's already a 9-minute read that I'm working on. A preview here. My favorite thing about code and like software is when people write books or articles, it's the most fucking obscure picture that has to do with that thing. Like the C++, I don't have it here, but one of my C++ books is talking about objective programming with C++. That's the title. But it's a fucking picture of a chessboard. What? You know, it doesn't have anything to do with it. So I picked a picture from deployment, and I was like, it has nothing to do with this, but we're gonna take it. So anyway, I've come across so many sites that I feel writing code on a shared library that the world could writing code on a shared library that the world would use. MD is useful. Markdown is useful internally, not so much. Yeah, and I think, I mean, documentation doesn't have to be. And if you, I'm assuming by MD you mean Markdown. I think perfectly fine to not have it. For example, if you look at my, I know it's overkill, but if I showed you my Quasar library that I built, right? Just a simple little thing, my first try at like understanding testing and stuff. Look at all those comments I have. You just have to look at the left hand side, the right hand side. You can see all that green. That's overkill. I get it, but I feel like it's fucking good to document code, and code can be self-documenting. I even touch on this in the thing. Somebody new or somebody old in programming can look at this function and say, maybe they don't know, if somebody new maybe not know what int means, but they can see, okay, you have a function that create a new roster, self-documenting, but even still somebody might not get that. So what's the harm in me adding an extra comment, inline comment or something that says this does something, you know? I feel, and specifically for like big projects that people, hundreds, thousands of people, if not millions of people might be using for their project. Fucking node packages are notorious, from what I've seen, for failing at that. I think Express.js, or maybe not Express.js, but Fastify, from my experience, their documentation to me is not the greatest. There's so many of them out there. It's just like, man, I think it's fucking important. Why not want to help everybody out as best as you can? I've seen so many. You stumble across so many that are just like piss poor, and it pisses me off. And I don't know. I can't wait to keep typing. Dude, I was on that article this morning like a fucking mad scientist, venting my heart out about how I feel like if you're not even gonna try to make readable, legible, or not legible, well written documentation or comments or the code that documents itself, then what's the point? Especially if it's intended to be seen by other folks. And again, my computer kind of shit the bed on me. Legally, you have to do it. So MKB, if you're working on a side project, I'm gonna close some of this up since we're about done. Let me make my commits real quick. Since we made a couple small fixes, pull down that change, update our version.json real quick. All right, we're gonna go ahead, utils, we are not gonna do that. We're gonna do database, Superminer, Superminer change. Okay, we just made a couple. We didn't really do much today. We just fixed like 1 or 2 issues. Data Dev, welcome back. So, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I tend to only comment if I'm doing something illogical. I think I read that one already. I was supposed to say something to that. I forgot. I think it depends a lot on the project you are working on and how often, how many people are on it. Yes, I get it. I get from a company point of view, or a like you are, it's, I guess, closed source. You're hired by a company to write something. I get that you don't even have time to really think about that stuff. But sync that real quick, and we're gonna sit back and just talk a little bit, kids, and gather around, gather around. Okay. So I don't even know if you guys can still. I'm leaning back in my chair. Where's OBS at? There it is. All right. So like, hey data dev. I get okay. Closed source makes perfect sense for internal documentation purpose. Like right now, there's an effort at my with my team for internal documentation. I'm documenting stuff. I asked because I'm new to this team, relatively new. I asked some of the other folks, and I said, "How often is this a thing?" Is I thought it was just kind of updating documentation. No, this is the first time that they have documented all this stuff, and so it's like this big push now at the end of the year. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? So I feel like there should be more of an emphasis on it. I get there's not a lot of time, but maybe if each person takes just a little bit of time along the way, if it's a large enough team or if it's not too much documentation, then to fucking get it done. Even if it's open source and it's just a guy on one team or one person on a project, where's the harm in you spending a little bit of time either writing a better comment, writing a comment in general in the first place? For example, Mo Ali. I love Mo Ali. He streams as well. He's building G-Rust. Let's see. Let's find it real quick. Shoot. I can probably just Google it. Oh no, here it is. Code Militia. He's building G-Rust. I think it's a cool project. But he told me we spoke the other day on stream, and he doesn't have much documentation for it. He has like setup stuff, but if you look through the code now, and again, I think the important part of it mainly is not just like from my point of view, Marshall's point of view, or Schooley's point of view. It's from the point of view of the most junior fucking dev who has 1 hour of learning under their belt, who's looking at code, to the most senior dev with 30 fucking years of experience who might still not know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? All right, let me read some more of what MKB was saying. If there's a whole lot of devs on the project, code changes a lot and comments makes it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at that point, it's like, I agree with that, but I feel like, okay, I shouldn't say but. I agree with that. I also feel like there should be an effort to update or keep things current. Things change all the time in life, yes, but we adapt. That's what makes us humans fucking fantastic. We are able to adapt, right? How hard is it to adapt in the daily life of your job or an open source project? I'm not saying I don't want it to seem like I'm saying every code base has to have the most fucking longest markdown file or the longest, most broad comments, but I feel like a bit more effort and things would be just a lot better. Okay, NuGet. All right. Complete usage of how to use, good, but the implementation itself very few comments as you have the code. Yeah, that's what you have the code in the debugger with tests, and I'm sure you can see what it's doing. Feel free to run it. Okay. I see your chat. Give me 1 second here. MKB's Dapper repo. Weren't you working on? Were you? I feel like I remember you mentioning the word Dapper before. Maybe I'm wrong. So this is your own thing. Okay. It says MKB in there. Async implementation designed to generate simple CRUD operations while still being lightweight. SQL, MySQL, Postgres. So you're saying that you feel as though the usage is complete, but the implementation is itself very few comments. Is this like a C# thing? So I feel, as somebody who, first of all, doesn't even know C sharp, I've seen a little bit of Java, and I feel like they're kind of similar. Maybe I'm way off with that, but they look kind of similar. At least the syntax does, maybe. Um, as somebody who hasn't touched it before, let's just say, and also who's somebody who doesn't even know what Dapper Repo really does, even reading your descriptions and stuff, let's say, I feel like that's better. It's like a, if I had to give it like a 0 out of 10, right? Not to criticize your work, but understandability or clarity sake, maybe like a 10. I'm not sorry, not 10, like a 6 or a 7. Like you've attempted to explain things. At a certain point, it is up to the individual, in my case, to try the best to understand. You can only explain so much and document so much. I understand that. What is Harry Potter? Oh, sorry. Star Wars nowadays. Somebody just took lo-fi, any song they can find and make it into lo-fi music. Maybe I'm looking at it from a naive point of view. Let me look at these comments here. The usage is documented as I get the whole point of the package npm create, okay? Is if you don't need to know the underlying implementation, just to consume. Right. You don't need to know everything about it, every technique, like every facet of how it works. But and that the reader or the user doesn't need to. But my T got cold. God damn it. But it's relatively straightforward when presented to the user on how to understand it or at least implement it. You can then learn how to use it from how you've implemented it. That works in my mind. 100% right. From my experiences, though, product owners don't like spending sprint time. Yeah, from yeah, that's true. You don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, and I get it. I guess maybe I'm kind of tackling this a little bit too broadly. Overall, I feel like it's important from every point of view, whether it's closed source and it's for your job, or open source, it's your side project type stuff, or even if it's open source and is for your job or something like that. I guess I feel more strongly towards that, but because of that, I feel like it's an all encompassing kind of like belief of mine that I've found. So I definitely do understand what you mean. Spend too much time planning and what'd you say? Documentation tickets. Yeah, every team's different. You don't want to waste. If what's the point of wasting time documenting the code when you need your job is literally to write the code? Dapper repo, 13K downloads. As if, yeah, C sharp. Wait, what did I say? Oh, I was confused on what language it was. The the how to use and setup is quite in depth, but the actual code and GitHub implementation is virtually no comments. Source. As if you carry the code, I assume you already have quite a bit of knowledge of C# and other things. Yeah, right. And the assumption, that's kind of where I'm like, man, it sucks that the assumption is like Mo Ali. Let's go back. So I pulled up your repo twice now. Let's close one of them. Mo Ali's Grust. I feel like the assumption is people are interested in Jira and working and if they read the markdown, like working with Jira from the command line, and maybe they're interested in Rust or working with Rust. But I mean, I don't know Rust. I'm sure people who, it's just from different, you got to look at it from different points of views. I'm big on that. I'm very big on understanding different points of views, whether it's the most experienced or inexperienced person. But I get it's not 100% possible all the time. So I'm not going to die on this hill, but I'll definitely speak about how I feel. I can't like it. I'm trying to capture all the words I've just said in this me talking to my fucking camera in my little blog thing. Yeah. If anybody's interested in Rust, check out Mo Ali's Jira. It's pretty cool. I'll link it. Or even if it's not, you can work with Jira from the command line, I believe. Yeah. Anyway. Dapper repo. MKB, where did I meet you? I think I met you in Antonio's stream. Is that Yoda? Why am I listening to Yoda right now? I like the word dapper. Makes me think of like James Bond. I'm kind of just creeping on your repo now. Oh, C# looks interesting. Namespace, is that the same as like in Java? There's what do they call it? Package? No. Like there's a file in another folder in Java. I have a, what do they call that shit? Oh, I follow you. Oh, I completely forgot about that. When you have like another thing, it's kind of like the namespace you just did there. What do they call that? Like, I forgot. What time is it? It's about to be 11 o'clock. Packages, yeah, I guess that's what it is. This has been a nice little stream. I appreciate everybody being interactive and chopping it up with me. I'm gonna stream again in 2024, so a few days from now. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have much to do, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm about to call it a night. Let's see if there's anybody to raid first, or whatever it's called. If the stream lags, I apologize. Let's see, who we got? Anybody in software development? Oh, that nerd. He's got plenty of viewers, though. How do you... There you go. Could you link your blog as you have... Could you link your blog as you have views in the different... Yeah, I mean, it's not done yet. I definitely will link it the moment I publish it. I'll put it in the Discord, no problem. So, I mean, it'll probably be like next week, maybe when I'm done. I'd love for people to actually, I'm gonna post it in Discord as like a preview first, maybe some people can review it and find any like, not discrepancies with how they feel about it, but more like spelling and wording or verbiage, and then I'll publish it officially. But I definitely got you. Don't worry about that. All right, who looks interesting here? Who looks like they got something good going on? Game engine, number crunching, grammar police. Is that a? Oh, yeah, yeah. Be my. You guys got to be my grammar police. Let's pause this music. Who do we got? Taking a desktop, making a desktop app with Electron, soundboard, developing a 2D game, Hush. Oh, God damn it, Bobby! I used to follow him, but he stopped coding for a while, so I kind of was like, all right, well, I'm gonna. He's making a game. He goes hard. This guy goes for a long time. He's actually in Texas too, as I'm aware. He does like a lot of C++ stuff. He actually helped me get started with C again. Schooly B. New, let's code our new website. All right, let's go with goddamn it, Bobby. He probably won't even notice that I did it, but fuck it. All right, creator dashboard. I appreciate everybody stopping by, chatting and stuff. I think we got a new follower this stream, didn't we? Did we? I don't know how to tell. Stream manager. Rate channel. GD Bobby. Excuse me. There you go. Okay. For the 2 people that I have left. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Peace. Oh. Oh. Damn. My back hurts. Drink some more of my tea. All right. Later, y'all. Oh, it's frozen again. Super. Gotta love it. Love that. This PC sucks. Why is it broken? Oh my god. It's frozen. Oh no. Okay. Well, this is fantastic. It's frozen. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and shut the thing down. Okay, can't shut the computer down. All right. Okay. You're kidding me, bro. What the? It won't turn off. There we go. Holy shit. In the stream, it won't go off.